Hello my friends, Wayne here once again for ZombieKitty, welcoming you to more 7 Days to Die permanent death action. Now in this series I am basically challenging myself to beat my lifespan in the previous series. So already, I can't even bill it as a series, so I'm going to bill series 1 as a practice episode. My entire lifespan in episode 1, my time of birth was day 1, 7:08 AM. My time of death was day 1, 13:02 PM. So my total time of survival was 5 hours and 54 minutes in my first run, my first life. So I have exited the game and started a new game once again, because that is the objective of this series that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, down to the nitty and gritty, all the fails, all the good times and all the bad. This is episode 2. This is already, unfortunately, life number 2. My time to beat, let me just double check, is 5 hours and 54 minutes. Let's see exactly how I fare at beating my iconic record. If I can make it to 6 hours, I'll be happy. But obviously the goal is long-term survival. Once again, we are spawning on day 1, 7:08. So straight away I'm going to drop into my inventory everything that I do not need for the initial stages. The game has spawned us in the snowy area once again. I'm playing with the same settings as I did in previous, with the first update of 7 Days to Die on the console, which gives me a hell of a harder time to do a permanent death run. Basically, since update 1, the zombie spawns have been going a bit apeshit. I also have the spawns set on very high. So basically, if you see one zombie, there's probably going to be more zombies. I haven't even made it to the 7th day. I haven't made it to the 2nd day, let alone the 7th day. So immediately I've already found a tank top, which I'm going to equip because I'm sick of running about in my pants. Also, I'm in the snowy area, so a tank top isn't going to be a bad idea. I've found an iron reinforced club, which isn't a bad starting weapon, so I'm quite happy with that. As you can see, its entity damage is 4.95, which isn't that bad. So I'm pretty happy with that for a starting weapon. Immediately, we need to get back into the basics of survival. We've spawned in the snowy area, which gives us an abundance of the small rocks lying around on the floor, which makes my tools last a bit longer because I'm not hacking away at boulders with a fucking stone axe. So I'm just going to get enough plant fibers I need to keep me going for quite some time when it comes to building my stone axes and stone shovels to hopefully enhance my survival time more than 5 hours and 50 odd minutes. So fingers crossed for this one, guys. We are already on life 2. This is, once again, if this is the first time that you are watching, this is a permanent death run. The game does not give you a permanent death option. It just gives you the ability to respawn on your bedroll. Now, I am a huge fan of roguelike games that implement a permanent death system. I grew up playing games like Wizardry, so I'm very familiar with a permanent death engine. I also recently played a permanent death MMO called Wizardry Online. Now, that was fantastic because if you die in that dungeon, your multiplayer character is gone. It's dead, it's buried, and you can never get it back. So you're forced to start again on an MMO. So that's one of the places, one of the reasons that I got the idea for this. That, and I'm the sort of person, nice. So I could have done with those in the last life, but thank you very much, I'll take those now. Always check these tree stumps, guys. Always check these tree stumps. So yeah, another way I got the idea to do a permanent death run was rewatching my own 7 Days to Die videos and doing research with other YouTubers and watching their videos. There was nothing that's made mine stand alone other than my obnoxious voice. You guys seem to like my voice for whatever reason, so thank you. But the point is, I wanted to do something that was going to make my series, my channel, stand alone in this game that's been out for a fair few years now. So the only way I could see that at this time, given my time constraints and my lack of time when it comes to doing a multiplayer run, was to do a permanent death series. So that is what we are doing right now, guys. Every time I die, I'm going to be starting a new game and trying to beat my previous record. So let's see exactly how we get on. I'm going to be crafting 2 stone axes from the get-go. I've already got a nice supply of decent equipment to keep me going for a little bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. I forgot to cancel this first quest. So what I'm going to do is head into the basic survival and cancel that straight away. I've done the basic quest, the starter quest, a million times. So I'm not interested in that. I am interested in the additional quests and challenges that you find along the way. So providing I survive long enough to do some of these challenges and show them to you guys in a permanent death run, then I will do so. My current objective for day 1 on life number 2 in my second series, I suppose, is to gather enough supplies to keep me going on the road. With it being permanent death, there's no respawn. Once I die, that's it. So I need to put emphasis on getting all the supplies, all the food and all the water I need to survive the night and beyond. I also need to put emphasis on finding a decent shelter to last the night, because I've got the zombies on default. There's a high spawn rate, but I've got the zombies on default, so they will still run at night time. So for me, it's not going to be safe to run around like a fucking wally at night like I did in my first look series. This has to be strategy. This has to be proper planning. And it has to be skillful enough to get me through in the long term and not just the basics. I'm going to be taking all of these empty glass jars, because once I've got those, I can start collecting my own water. Once I've got a campfire, I can start crafting, I can start boiling my own water, which will keep me going in the long term. So that is a plan. I'm going to take 2 wooden chairs just because I like to build my base camp and make it look a bit realistic. This building, there should be a stairwell, and in that stairwell there should be a candle. So oh no, I'm in the wrong building, but I'm going to take that candle anyway. You can always use a candle. Now this building doesn't look very bad. It really doesn't look bad at all. So we've got a toilet here. I'm going to use this to my advantage right now. Equip all of my glass jars. Use the left trigger to fill these up with water, if it's going to let me. No. Okay. Well, somebody told me that you could fill up your jars in a toilet, but that doesn't seem to be the case in this stage. So, okay. Maybe it's certain toilets, or maybe I've just been lied to. So I record that piece of footage and then you guys can laugh at me. But either way, I'm going to progress. I'm going to make some progress. Let's go. Right, so we have an upstairs area here. There is not... Doesn't seem to be another candle. But this building doesn't look bad at all. We've got a normal toilet, untouched. For bottle of murky water and a human turd. Human turd! So, within the first 10 minutes, we've already found a shit. We can't fill up there either. Oh well, it was worth a try. Thank you to whoever suggested that, but it doesn't seem to work for me. I've got another candle here. These light sources will come in very handy when it comes to moving into my own house. Something that needs to be a bare essential. Can't exit through that way, so I'm going to head back down the stairs, if I can find the bastard stairs. And from there, we are going to make some tracks. Chalk up some distance. Kick some ass. Suck some dick. Never mind. Right, so we are going to search this mailbox for some paper. I'll just take everything I can at this stage. We've got a bridge here. Now, the bridge is not over water. Otherwise, I would consider this as a viable base. I briefly showed you guys my first ever building project in my single player run, which was it was tentatively titled The Bridge. And I built a fortress on the bridge, overlooking the desert and overlooking the forest. Now, that gave me pretty much an endless supply of food and water. So that is something I will consider for this permanent death run. The only disadvantage of that run was, well, quite simply, it was on the ground. And that enabled zombies, especially on the 7th day, to just come in and ramshank me right in the batty crease. Now, that is something I could do without, if I'm honest, when it comes to a permanent death run. There's a chicken! Give me some meat, you little cunt! Give me some meat! Made me hungry! Give me some chicken! Chicken! So, already I'm chasing a cock into the forest, just like real life. Yeah! I twatted me some chicken! Why did the chicken cross the road? Because I'm chasing him angrily with a club, and there's a bunny rabbit, and I'm heading into the forest of Nova's-Gain! Forest of Nova's-Gain! Chasing a chicken into the forest. Come here, little cunt. Cluck, cluck, bitch. I can't catch a chicken! How can I not catch a chicken? If this was The Legend of Zelda, I would already be dead. However, walking aimlessly chasing a chicken, I've ventured into the forest. Here are some goldenrod cotton plants. Here's the goldenrod plants as well. I'm going to take these. Goldenrod tea is a apparently a proficient antibiotic. I haven't made it yet, but that chicken has fucked off into the merry sunset after I failed to kill him with my reinforced iron club. So that went well. Now, another strategy that I've been implementing in my own single-player practice runs is build a base up a tree. It takes zombies a hell of a long time to destroy a tree. Why not build a tree house? These are all ideas I'm going to be dabbling with in the long term, if I can survive the long term in this series. Another strategy, you get a permanent light source if you build around a lamppost. But I need to scout the area to see if this is going to be a good place to survive. I've got an endless supply of trees and goldenrod tea and cotton, it would seem. Plenty of stone as well. So that light source would come in handy. But what is around the area to keep me going? What is around the area to keep me going? So I'm going to chart this area and keep a note of this light source on my map, which I'm going to do right now. So that light source is on this crossroads here. Now this I'm going to use as a waypoint number 1, just because it gives me easy access back into the snowy lands right here. So if I set a waypoint here by pressing Y as a save waypoint as a point of interest. So let's just go for a point of interest. That looks like a point of interest, so I'll put that there. So that is my point of interest tab for now. That will take me back to the crossroads in the event that I get off track to wherever the track takes me. So I know how to get back to the snowy lands, and I know how to get back to that lamppost if I want to build a tree house or etc, etc. If I want to build fucking anything. This is my game, I'll do what the fuck I like. We've got one zombie, we've got one zombie in the distance there, waddling along, cleaning house, touching his balls, licking chicken, finger licking chicken. He's one of these fat zombies as well. These bastards are a nightmare to kill. So I'm just going to implement another strategy that I learned. Make sure you're sprinting. Run in, run back, run in, run back, run in, run back. When they get on the floor, run in, kick the living shit out of them. Keep a close eye on your stamina, because shit like that happens. And then his boys come as well. So that plan's out the window. I'm going to take this boulder and I'm going to fuck off. In another life, sugar tits. So once again, bringing back the sunshine, Blake Shelton, I am going to bolt. Because, as I said earlier in the episode, these bitches, if you see one, you probably see 1,000 of them. But I've got a building in the distance here. Let's see what this building has to offer. Is it going to be a good safe zone for the beginning stages of this permanent death run? I need a decent place to survive while I am waiting, while I'm building up my supplies, etc, etc. This is a Shamway Foods as well. Shamway Foods is generally, as the name suggests, a good place to find food. They also normally, as you can see here, have a ladder built in so I can quickly head onto the rooftops. Now, immediately, I need to mark this as a point of interest. I also need to prevent the zombies from getting on this rooftop. So, a good tip. Now, I know I haven't been replying to the comments as much as I usually do, guys, but I do read the comments on the regular. I just haven't had a chance to reply to them as much as I wanted to. But someone mentioned a good tip here is to quite simply put a wooden block right there to symbolise where my waypoint is to get on and off the building. Now, I've noticed a flaw in that strategy. One flaw is the zombies can still climb up and start twatting this block here. So what I'm going to do is build a second block on top. Now this has been one of those little 7 days to die life hacks that I've learned to help me survive. Not only does it help me survive, it also pinpoints where my ladder is in the event that shit hits the fan. At night time especially. So right here, guys, I am going to be building my first sort of survival waypoint for the time being. I don't think shelter is a bare essential at this stage. What is a bare essential is surviving and getting up and down here and killing the zombies that inhabit the area so that I can get from A to B and etc, etc. Now, rooftops I've always found are going to be a flawless way to survive the onslaught that happens on the 7th day. The 7th day. The game's called 7 Days to Die for a reason, and I found that out the hard way without doing my research. I just realised that on the 7th day shit was going to hit the fan, and it did. A feral horde, I later found out it was called a feral horde, attacks, and then everything goes tits up. Right, so I am on this rooftop right now. This is going to be my basic home site for, not the duration, let me add, just for now. So I'm going to build a campfire. I am going to build a bedroll just to seal the idea as a home site, even though I'm never going to be respawning. And I need a secure storage chest as well. Oh, terrible throw take today. Right. So come on, bedroll, my homie. So this is my first objective, is to build this sort of minuscule abode. So let's switch over to the campfire. I'll put the campfire here. My bedroll can go here. And my secure storage chest can go in the middle. This is not going to be a permanent abode, guys. This is just the first step in my survival. Everything comes with proper planning and a price. So I'm going to drop all of this gear in here for now, including my wooden blocks, glass jars. My stone axes can stand my person. My wooden club can stand my person. My reinforced club, did I say that? My torch can stand my person as well. Right, so to get back down, once you've set your visual waypoint here, simply pick up your frames. What the fuck's that? I've made a cobblestone frame. I don't even know how I did that, but okay. Right, now we need to head back down the ladder. This is something I've never seemed to master. Right, now what is in the area? There's a crawler right there. Crawlers aren't a massively difficult type of zombie to kill. They can just be fucking annoying. Crawlers are normally already damaged as well, as you can see. So, I am presently undetected, so let's go. Crawler has a football helmet and a brass candlestick. I will take that. Okay, right. Next objective. This door is locked. I need to scour this area and clear the infected from around it, giving me the ability to search both day or night without fear of being ramshanked in the batty crease. So that is the plan. There only seems to be one zombie left in the area, and that guy's miles away. So let's just get searching. Glass jar, beer, and an empty can. I'll take all of this. I am sensed, which means there's probably a zombie indoors, if not outside. More empty jars. Once again, I am sensed. There is definitely a zombie knocking about in here. There's 2 zombies. Make that 3 zombies, 2 regular Z's, and a crawler. Now, this is something else I can use to my advantage, guys. This is not anything I have to fear, because I am currently limited on tools, which means if I head over to this area here, they will try their best to break through this door. So I'm just going to break through, giving me a visual on the location of these Z's. Then they can do the rest of the work for me while I gather more wood and more stone. Right, let's get through the base. The base blocks. They will eventually do the rest of the work for me. Another strategy that I've learned along the way, guys. I think I'm doing a bit better this time. I've survived. I've already beat my first time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right, so they will do the rest of the work for... Oh, shit. Got another brother trying to sneak up on me right here. So I need to deal with him before the other brothers come through the door. This guy's on the ground. So this gives me the perfect opportunity to get a few cheeky headshots. Stun damage. Rotting carcass. He's dead and buried. And now he's out the way. Right, so while I'm here... Once again, guys, this is the plan. I'm going to continue stocking up. I've got another crawler that's made his way outside now. I don't know how the fuck he got out. Probably just skulking around the gaff. But I've got a bit of time to get rid of him. My stamina says otherwise. No, brother's dead. And this bitch is out. So she has opened the door for me. Which is what I wanted in the first place. Now this is a naughty nurse. A very naughty nurse. She wants my brains and my penis at the same time. Her sexual partner is knocking about the gaff here. So I've got to take these bitches out one at a time. Now that I've got the means to do so. We've got another crawler running about here. This place is pretty overrun with the infected. But I do not consider that to be a major threat at this stage. It will be a major threat when we get to nightfall. So once again, get my sprint tactic on. I took a small amount of damage there, but nothing to fear at this stage. I've got enough food to consume to slowly heal. It's just navigating the terrain at this stage, trying to kill this Z without... Oh fuck, there's another bastard. Right then. Plan X. Bolt. So Shamway Foods is not looking like the best abode at this stage, but it is something at least. If I can just clear the area, then we'll have a better chance at survival. Now the damage on zombies doesn't heal. So if I... Oh shit. That graphical glitch right there causing a bit of a kerfuffle in the system. We've got more zombies in there. We've got more zombies surrounding. We've got more entering the area. The spawn rate is on very high. So this is something that I need to consider both in the short term and the long term if I'm going to survive. Now I've got the ability to just get straight in here and search before... Nope, never mind. Right. I need some stamina. I'm going to search this dumpster on the quick for just some regular brass. Let me just head back up here for now. A wood frame and a cobblestone frame. Why ever the hell I made a cobblestone frame, I do not know, but... Oh, jeez. Throat pain, OP. Right, here we go. Drop off the wood, fibres, candlestick, empty can beer, glass jar. Right, I'm going to equip this football helmet. I think this will give me durability, concussive puncture, and radiation. So that will give me a little bit of health. It's made from forged iron. It gave me a little bit of defense against disease. For now, beer. I'm sure beer was pretty advantageous as a food. Stamina plus 20, I will take that. Bottled water, stamina, and hydration plus 20, I will take that. These should come in handy for clearing out the hordes. I'm going to put my chairs down. Might as well decorate while the fuck I'm here. So let's go. 1 wooden chair. 2 wooden chair. Okay, now Z time. I need to quickly equip this beer and this water. Now, I think I should be safe to go down of my own accord. My iron club is on its way out, so as soon as this one vanishes, I will head back up, restore my stamina once again, and then make another club. I've got plenty of wood. I've got no excuse to not make additional clubs. I think these guys might have crawled back into the building at this stage. So if I just get a crawl on rather than a full-on sprint, we can see exactly what the situation is. We've got the naughty nurse has wandered off into the distance here. So I'm going to take this bitch out while she's on her Todd. Then that is one less zombie to worry about. There we go. The plague nurse is dead and buried. So, well, she ain't buried, but she's now in bits. So that's something. It's this fat zombie that you got to worry about right here. Right, these guys are now stuck in a shopping cart, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy that they are stupid enough to get stuck in a shopping cart, which gives me the ability to quickly destroy their boy and search his corpse for a mining helmet. That will come in flawless. Now, let's just make sure the area around me is clear. Yes, it is. Now, while these guys are trapped here, I'm going to use this to my advantage and start killing these zombies from around here. Now there's more zombies in there, as you guys can see. They are trying their best to break through, but for now I am pretty good. Even though my club has now died, I'm just going to switch straight out to the axe while I've got this to my advantage. There's one brother dead. The other brother is getting up. Let's see if we can kill this guy on the quick. Let's try not to aggravate any damage at all. Using these shopping carts to my advantage, guys. Yes, there's 2 brothers dead, and the area is now clear and secure. The same cannot be said for the inside. That crawler is trying his best to get out, so I've got a bit of time right here to forage and scavenge. That guy just blew up. The crawler is on his way out. I might be able to get a quick hit on him from here. I cannot. However, there is only the crawler left in there. Now, if I head back up to base camp... In fact, I don't even need to. Don't even need to. This other brother's dead. This other crawler that I killed along the way, dead. Right. Here we go, here we go. This is where tactics pops in, guys. Ammo and weapons. I'm going to go for another wooden club straight away. I'm going to make 2 from the get-go. That will keep me going to clear out the rest of this Shamway Foods in this permanent survival run. I've already completely destroyed my original time. Now, that is I'm not even sure if I should be proud of that, but I'm going to take that as a win. Right. Thanks to this wonderful graphical glitch, I can kill this crawler without having to go in the building. That crawler is dead. He's got nothing on his person, and I am completely undetected right here, which should give me completely free control to head in to the Shanghai Foods and scavenge and forage for supplies. Completely undetected still at this stage. Let's just make sure I'm undetected around this corner here. And I am. I've got my access point right here. Let's search this rotten trash for nothing at all. Got a trash can for glass pane, cloth and feather. I'm sensed, so there's still a zombie in here somewhere. There's got to be. There's got to be another zombie around here somewhere. But for now, we are free and clear in this, the second life of 7 Days to Die, the Permanent Death. But either way, guys, this is a new game and we are surviving so far. I will take that as a win. I found a mining helmet. I'm going to get rid of that cobblestone frame. In fact, I'm just going to take the cobblestone frames and use those instead. Right, for now, we are at 4 PM. 4 PM, and this is the end of the first episode of what is, unfortunately, Series 2. Either way, it's a win. We are doing alright. This is more of a win than the first series, so I will take that as a win nonetheless. We are safe for the time being, and with that, my friends, I will call it quits on episode number 2 of this Permanent Death run. We have already beaten our first record, but let's try and set a proper record in this Permanent Death run. Survival is going well. It's going better than it was in the first life, and in life 2, a new life, a new game. Let's see how we get on, my friends. Going well so far. Let's see if the trend continues in episode number 2. 3, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for watching, my friends. See you shortly for more 7 Days to Die, roguelike, Permanent Death, One Life. All the best, my friends, and goodbye.